Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. I know it's been a while since I uploaded last, but honestly there's not much new that happened. Paraiba has been continuing running very well, and I've also been approached by a couple of guys, a couple of YouTube viewers. Thank you first of all for reaching out. And a lot of you wanted to know, what if you want to invest money but you don't have maybe $10,000 to invest like I did. So what I thought would be maybe interesting for this video especially would be to give you different options in case you wanted to invest less money than $10,000. So what I did here is I calculated the possibility of investing $3,000, $5,000 and $10,000 and then see how it develops. So be aware, this is only if you take over my account. So all of the calculations are based on my sub accounts. So let's assume today is May 6th. Let's assume you would want to invest as soon as possible. So that would be starting next Thursday. We know the paraiba days, or the days where you make money with paraiba, are Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. So let's assume you start next Thursday. This would be day 68 on my sub account. So you know you have to lock your money or your deposits for 100 days. So if you took over one of my sub accounts, you wouldn't start on day 1, but on day 68. So you would only have to lock it for 32 days, which would be a big advantage for those of you who might not be entirely sure how long this platform runs. In that case, you just need to lock your money for 32 days, which we'll get later into, would be only until July 7th. So the strategy here would be the investment of $3,000 US. You would get the first line bonus by setting up 20 sub accounts. The downline bonus is really so low, it's completely and totally neglectable. This only makes sense if you have a big network and you really invest a lot of money. And you would only have pool 1, as you wouldn't meet the requirements for higher pools. So you would get 1,000 deposit and 1,000 first line. So what I did here is I highlighted day 100 and day 200. So day 100 is the first time where you could theoretically close your account and get all of your money out. This would be on July 7th on my sub accounts. Again, July 7th of this year. So in roughly 2 months, actually in almost exactly 2 months, it would be 2 months from tomorrow. And the second calculation I did is for day 200, because let's say you let your money in there for 2 months and you're convinced everything runs well, but then you don't want to take it out as your profits are not high enough, or you want to just let it run for another cycle. Then you let it until day 200, which would be on 29th of December. So these are the two options that I considered. So let's assume you invested $3,000. On July 7th, you would have $3,700, which would mean you would have a return on investment of 24%. Which is unheard of if you consider the usual ways how you would get those profits, like for example a bank or other institutions. This is unheard of. I mean, this percentage is really unheard of. And it gets even crazier if you invest the money until the end of the year, which would then mean you would make a return on your investment of over 100%, 118%. So with an investment of $3,000 by next Thursday, you would make $6,542 by December 29th of this year. And I would again, as I mentioned in every video, I cannot guarantee this, but I'm really positive that this platform will exist until the end of the year. I've been invested in this platform for a long time myself, and there are no signs that anything is going south. Actually, the opposite is the case, because the streamline is exploding like crazy right now. A lot of people are investing, and from my internal talks, I know that they're expecting the 1 billion streamline, and they even have some ideas about some local banks in some states. So I would just assume that it will definitely work very well until the next year. So this would be something that could be interesting for someone who maybe only wants to invest $3,000. Now, in our next theoretical experiment, let's say you don't want to invest 10K, but you also don't want to invest $3,000. You have a little more on the side, so you invest $5,000. Let's directly look at the results. So on day 100, on 7th of July, so you could just place the $5,000 in your account next week and then decide to get them out by July 7th. In that case, you would have a return on your investment of 18%, or in absolute numbers, you would get $5,919. Minus the $5,000 investment, that would be a pure profit of $919 within 2 months. But let's say you stick until the end of the year, so you lock your money or your deposit for another 100 days, then you would make $9,513 until the end of the year, which would make a return on your investment of 90%. So you could almost double your money from May 12th, I think it was, until December 29th. And again, your investment would be $5,000. Same strategy, you have the 20 sub accounts, so you make the 0.3 on the first time bonus. Downline bonus is neglectable, and you would be in pool 1. In case you would invest more than $5,000, now we're in the $10,000 category. This gets interesting as you get into pool 2, and here with $5,000, or with a $10,000 investment, you would make $11,900 by July 7th. So if you'd have $10,000 to invest next week, you could basically make $2,000 in profit in 2 months. If you say you want to keep your money until the end of the year, so for another cycle, that would be a 95% on your investment. So basically 100% a return. I still think it's very viable, and if you have the money on the side, I would still advise people to join. No worries, I will tell you whenever I feel like something skeptical is happening or that you might want to pull your money out, but so far everything's going well. And again, also I should mention, this is the worst case scenarios. Like in all of these cases that I mentioned, I didn't assume any networking, I didn't assume that you would take anyone in your team. So this is just like the very worst case. In the very first case, you would make between 90 and 120% on your returns by investing your money in this platform. So yeah, I hope this video was interesting. In case you have any questions, or maybe you want the Excel file to calculate and play around yourself, just reach out via email. And I still have a couple of sub accounts left to give away in case you want to join my team and take over one of my accounts. Just reach out via email as well, and I will get back to you within 1 or 2 days usually. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.